Azteca Comics here, representing Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, I am Mark, aka the bagging and boarding bad boy.
I'm Chloe, the Geek Chic Comic Mystique.
Today we have a review for Regular Show, issue number 3. Awesome issue of Regular Show. It's just as good as the cartoon, if not better. This whole issue was just straight up amazing. It's 3 stories. First story was the best, but the other 2 were not too shabby. The first story, though, involves Mordecai and Rigby. They're having to take the golf cart to get repaired, and they're on a trip to go do that, and Benson, they're like the only people that could do it, because Benson doesn't really have much faith in Mordecai and Rigby. They're kind of immature and irresponsible, and they're taking the golf cart there, and they're on the phone with Benson, and Benson's like telling them they better get it there, and they have like a 3-hour window to do it. He doesn't think they'll do it, but he's like, we need it there on time so you can get back here on time. And he's like yelling at them and telling them they're going to be fired and everything, just like the show. And they're trying to get there on time, and then they come across, is it called Sombrero World? Yes.
Yeah, Sombrero World.
Sombrero World. They're coming across that. And it's got like all these tourist attractions through Sombrero World, as you can see right here. All that. They got to go by stuff like Fire Hydrant of Mystery, and then it's got Nacho Cavern, it's got Creepy Surfing Monkeys, Hermit Crab Farm, Roach Garden, you know, just cool stuff to check out. It's got like, what's the pecan logs and just food like that you find.
What is it, Dead Reptile Museum or Dead Reptile Zoo
something
or something
like
that.
Yeah, just cool stuff. And of course they want to stop, but they know if they stop they'll never get to the delivery on time. Mordecai's trying to be more mature and responsible, and Rigby doesn't want to. He wants to stop. He's like,
stop.
Yeah, he's like, no way, dude. We're gonna get there on time and prove Benson wrong. So they stick to it, and like they actually don't stop anything. And then like Sombrero World like comes to life and starts coming after them, because it's like really all these signs too of like, you better stop. We're watching you. We're gonna be upset if you don't stop.
Sombrero Bob will get you or something like that.
Yeah, he's watching. And they actually don't stop. They delivered on time, and Benson calls right when they're supposed to be there, and they're there even though Sombrero Bob machine Sombrero World's like come to life like a robot and like chasing them down. And Benson's like blown away, and he can't believe that they're actually there when they said they were gonna be and everything. And he's like, by the way, do you guys mind stopping at this place called Sombrero World? I really want to get a hat from there. This is a classic story. You want to do this story by story? What did you think of that story?
I loved that story. I thought it was really cute and really funny, and I was like, I want to go to Sombrero World.
I want to go to Sombrero
Yeah.
World. That's amazing.
I was like, I want to see that Roach Garden.
Yeah.
Not really, but you know, it has an appeal.
As long as it's in a glass.
Yeah, let's keep it there.
Anything else?
That's about it. I did like how it's classic TV show too. Like Mordecai's like, we gotta get it done, and Rigby's like, I don't wanna, kind of thing. So it was great.
Yeah, cool. And that was the first story, and then the second story involves like arm wrestling. It's called 2 Mega something. Let me tell you the right title here. For it, it's called Arm Skills is the name of the story, and the name of the contest is 2 Man 2 Mega. And what it is Skips is giving like arm skills lessons, and he's like got him waking up at 4 in the morning and going through all this rigorous training for like going into this arm wrestling competition. And they get there, and like all these people are like dressed up in cool costumes, and they're like, we want to be in cool costumes. And Skips is like, you don't need cool costumes, you got arm skills, that's all that matters. And like they've gotten so buff, like one arm is like way mega big, and then the other arms are like their normal arm, because they got it all juiced up naturally for the arm wrestling competition. Skips train them, and they get there and they're like rocking it, and they're doing really good. And then they're about to go up against these robots, and then these robots like, there's like I can't remember, this like crazy
Their
beam.
mighty muscles like open this portal or something.
Yeah, it like connects with this crazy dude who just shows up, and he's like gonna take them all out and everything. And then like he squashes the what it is he comes in there, and he'll like demolish them with the arm wrestling. And then like the robots have this self-destruct button on them that they have, and it's like their way of life, and they like pretty much commit suicide. They actually are robots. Mordecai and Rigby thought it was humans dressed as robots, but they are robots, and they have this self-destruct switch that they flip, and it takes out the bad dude that showed up. And the main reason Mordecai and Rigby wanted to get into this is they wanted some money to buy this like really rad car track set
that Pops was selling.
That Pops was selling, and or was he selling it? He sells it, but Was he actually going to sell it to them? I don't think they knew that he was selling it. I think they just wanted to get it.
They knew Pops was selling it.
Okay,
And
they just didn't know how much Pops was selling.
Yeah, they
okay.
thought it'd be a lot.
And then they're trying to get the money for that. And like the prize money, they actually win kind of by default because they never got to take on the robots who were rocking in the arm wrestling competition. And by default, they actually won, but the money goes to the robots. It's kind of like charity for like them self-destructing, and they're like, man, we'll never get that sweet car set. And then later it cuts to like Muscle Man playing with the car set, and he's like, wow, I didn't know Pops was selling this for $10. I think it was like a $2,000 prize reward or something like that.
And like I think Muscle Man even tries to tell them, he's only selling it for, and they're like, no, you have to train us. We have to win that money so we can buy that car set. And then they get back in, and they're like, can't believe you sold this to me for $10.
Yeah.
And they're like, really?
Classic regular show.
It's great.
And then the last story involves, Rigby gets kind of remind me of Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yeah.
Different story, but it kind of reminded me of that. But Rigby gets this hot tub, and Mordecai's like, dude, it's disgusting and it's filthy. And he's like, no, I'll just clean it up. So he cleans it up, and he's like, heck yeah, lifts the rocks, look at my new hot tub. And then this dude named Bubbles sucks him down into this underworld in the hot tub, and he tries to get them to marry his daughter Chlorine, who is ugly, that you can't look at her, just like chlorine. You can't see when chlorine's flooding the water. And he just wants them to respect hot tubs. He says spring breakers are disrespecting hot tubs. Hot tubs are for the working man. They're for a man who's like breaking his back to like soothe him. And it's just like this underworld of hot tubs, and he's like gonna make them stay there forever, but somehow they convinced him to let him go back up. I think they just said that they would respect the hot tub, and somehow they proved their worth.
No, Rigby gave this really sappy story, and he was like, really, I just found the tub in the jungle, or the forest, not the jungle.
I just wanted to give it some
in the
love.
woods, and I wanted to clean it up and love it and show it that it mattered and not like leave it ditched and deserted in the forest.
That's right.
And then I think Mordecai's like, dude, you didn't tell me that. And Rigby's like, shut up.
Awesome comic book. Love this junk. I promise you, if you like even if you don't watch regular show, but this sounds good to you, if you just love zany, crazy, goofy comics that have just really wicked, awesome humor, this is for you right here. This junk is amazing. I give it totally a 5 out of 5. Fat Stacular regular show issue number 3.
Same here.
Yeah, just too awesome.
Remember, tubs are trubs.
Cool, guys. Till next time, everybody stay action-packed.
And may your stack be fat.